Hey there guys, welcome to the show. This is Idiot Box Radio. I'm Tori, you're not, and I'm from Geelong, Victoria, Australia.
It's Idiot Box Radio with your host Tori.
Thank you so very much, Gary Holdsteady, the voice of Idiot Box Radio for nearly 20 years. Today, I've got a question for you guys. I'm wondering why we don't see more cyclists puffing on cigarettes. I had that thought the other day, and I know stupid thoughts go through my head more often than not, but more darting. I had this thought the other day. Why aren't more cyclists fucking punching darts and breaking hearts while they're on their fucking bikes? I don't think that the benefits of cigarette smoking and vigorous exercises have been fully explored. I don't know if you guys saw on the news, but there's a guy in China. He runs marathons and he chain smokes while he does it. He hasn't had any problems. I am amazed that Big Tobacco hasn't gone after him for some sort of endorsement deal. It's like, you know, if Liu Kang can do it, so can you. Finish him! Anyhow, I digress. But I was thinking that vigorous exercise, I mean, why aren't more Olympic swimmers having a cheeky dart before they jump in the pool? Or better yet, why aren't they competing while smoking? Maybe that could be a component of the actual exercise itself, is that they are competing, they're punching darts, breaking hearts, doing farts, but whilst they're actually in the pool. And, you know, this is a theory that it has not been tested enough, in my opinion, because like I said, if Liu Kang is, good enough to punch darts, then he can absolutely be an example to other people and small children. I also noticed the other day, and this is all the stuff that goes through my twisted brain, but I noticed that a lot more adults are buying those electric scooters that you see getting around, those e-scooters. Interesting fact, I did look this up, and you guys may not know this, but the Cobalt that's in the batteries of these scooters and everything else that we use that has a fucking battery, which is pretty much everything, including the computer I'm on right now. Well, the Cobalt is actually mined by slaves in the Congo. Well, not slaves, but pretty much slaves in really treacherous conditions. They put themselves at risk that we can fucking charge our latest phone and the battery lasts longer because, Cobalt helps with energy retention, something like that. I'm not a scientist. Or am I? In any case, I was just thinking, I'm sure those child slaves are probably smoking while they're mining underground in fucking mine shafts that don't have support beams above them, which is fucked. But I digressed because I do that sometimes because a lot of thoughts go through my head, and I was thinking about that while I was thinking of smoking. And there's this famous video of this kid who fucking chain smokes. It's not good. It's funny to look at, which is terrible in and of itself. I don't know where the moral filter for that lays. But whilst I don't want the kid to smoke a cigarette, it looks really weird that the kid smoked cigarettes. If you look it up, just go look up child who chain smokes. There'll be a story about it. I think eventually the kid did give up the darts after breaking hearts. Till death do they part. But it is so random that more cyclists are not actually putting to practice best practice. I mean, I guess you need oxygen to oxygenate your blood, so therefore breathing in all the chemicals and the carbon monoxide from the cigarette may not be the best way to go in terms of getting blood flow everywhere. But if it's good enough for Liu Kang, it should be good enough for you guys. I'm just putting it out there. Why aren't more cyclists puffing on darts? But getting back quickly to the whole e-scooter thing, are you guys noticing that a lot more adults are on those scooters? And I am guessing it's not because Segway and the other big brands are making it easier for people to get them because they're still expensive. I am guessing that there's a lot of, I've just lost my license for fucking DUI and now I've got to ride along on this thing. And one of the things that I think is a good example of just how fucked things are in the world is the simple fact that we've got all these adults on these fucking e-scooters for DUI or whatever fucking adult reason they've got, which pretty much means they're stupid because they were drink driving, yet they don't wear helmets when they're on their fucking scooter that can do 25 kilometers an hour and in some parts of the world can go even faster on pneumatic wheels that do not deal well with, I said that weird, on pneumatic wheels that do not deal well with rocks and bumps. They are not wearing a helmet. So their good fucking thought process that they thought would be fantastic still isn't bearing fucking fruit even after they managed to avoid getting an interlock fucking breathalyzer put into a vehicle. They're riding around on their fucking e-scooters for transportation, but still not wearing a helmet. I don't get it. And that has started the whole, I wonder why they're not punching their darts a bit more often on the bikes. It's a weird world. I just spit it out there and I throw it out there for you guys to fucking catch, and hopefully you pick it up what I'm putting down when I pick it up, what I'm putting down. That didn't make a lot of sense. I really don't care. I've now got it out of my system. Why aren't more cyclists fucking darting? The answer is pretty obvious, because if you're fucking darting, I get it. I used to be a smoker. I fucking loved it. I stopped because I started whistling when I was breathing. And also I couldn't afford the damn thing. $50 a pack in Australia. But if you go to fucking Sioux Falls, what up to all my peeps in Sioux Falls, South Dakota? I went there for a couple of weeks a few years ago, and darts were like, for a pack of 20 Marlboros, it was like $5 or $6. Then I went to Cali, they were $14 US. Then I came back to Australia and they were $50 a pack. So I rage quit, went on the vape. Once again, Cobalt in the fucking vape battery. And it's funny, you know, seeing kids get around, and they are kids, they're fucking late teens, early 20s, sucking on these fucking plastic dicks with nicotine and blueberry in them. I don't get that. And kids are taking up vaping now instead of smokes. I guess it's better than cigarettes, though apparently the research is not fully in on just what is the worst, because there's no long-term studies on these fucking vapes, and there is sucrose and glucose in them, in the fluid that makes the taste. So I'm pretty sure your lungs aren't meant to have liquid fucking glucose literally poured into them in a vapor form. And I can't talk. I vaped as I went off the darts, but I did it with a plan in mind. So I guess it was one evil goes to the other, but we'll find out in fucking 15 years when I'm doing this show hooked up to an oxygen tank. In any case, email the show. Let me know what you think. idiotboxradio@gmail.com. Please do subscribe. It means the world to me. It takes 2 seconds and it's fucking free. And share it with a friend. And I apologize in advance for the rambling on this one, but I'm not that sorry. Till next time, watch till the end of the video, because you'll see those beautiful people who are my patrons who pay the minimum of $1.50 a month to get their names there and to support me in what I do. Love you guys. Thank you.